How much longer will you keep running from the war inside you? And what will it cost you to keep pretending everything's fine? Pain lives in the space between who you are and who you're meant to be. In that darkness, between struggle and greatness, legends aren't born, they're built. Not by luck, not by chance, but in silence, in sweat, in the moments when quitting looks easy, but you choose to keep going. The question isn't if you can handle the grind, it's this: can you really afford to stay the same? If even a part of you is done playing small, hit subscribe. It's time to turn pain into power. Let's build something unforgettable. Imagine standing at the edge of your potential, looking into the abyss that separates you from greatness. That emptiness isn't filled with motivational quotes or comfortable promises. It's filled with sweat, with sacrifice, with 4 a.m. alarms when your body screams for just one more hour of sleep. The world doesn't tell you this truth. Nothing meaningful grows without bleeding for it first. Look around you. See the people sleepwalking through existence, hitting snooze on their dreams, numbing themselves with distractions. Now look in the mirror. Are you any different? Or are you just telling prettier lies about why you haven't started yet? The grind isn't pretty. It will strip you bare. It will expose every weakness, every excuse, every self-deception you've built to protect yourself from the responsibility of becoming exceptional. I'm not here to coddle you with comfortable half-truths. I'm here to burn away the fog between you and the raw, uncomfortable reality. Greatness demands payment up front, and the currency is pain. When everyone else is celebrating Friday night, you're alone with your vision. When they're sleeping in on Sunday, you're already 2 hours deep into the work. When they complain about being tired, you've learned to make exhaustion your closest companion. This isn't about motivation. Motivation is a fair-weather friend that abandons you when the road gets steep. This is about discipline, the silent warrior that stands guard when your emotions have long surrendered. Discipline isn't sexy. It doesn't post well on social media. It's the empty gym at 5 a.m. It's meal prep when you're starving for something else. It's saying no to instant gratification when every cell in your body is begging for relief. But here's what nobody tells you. There's a savage beauty in the struggle. There's dignity in choosing the harder path, not because it feels good, but because it forges something unbreakable within you. Your transformation happens in the dark, unseen, unwitnessed, unappreciated. It happens during the reps nobody counts, during the pages nobody sees you write, during the hours of practice that never make the highlight reel. Let me paint you a scene. Kobe Bryant shooting in an empty gym, hours before his teammates arrived and hours after they left. Elon Musk sleeping on the Tesla factory floor when production problems seemed insurmountable. The greatest minds in human history sacrificing comfort, sleep, relationships, sacrificing normalcy at the altar of their obsessions. They weren't born different. They made different choices. Consistently, painfully, relentlessly. One workout won't transform your body. One productive day won't build an empire. One burst of focus won't make you a master. It's the accumulation of thousands of tiny choices, made over and over again, when no one is watching and no one is cheering. And so we're born different, they show up, and that's consistency is the silent architect of greatness. But let's address the voice in your head, the one that whispers you're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. That voice is a liar. That voice wants you small. That voice fears what you might become if you stop listening to its poison. Your mind will surrender 1,000 times before your body will. Your doubts will scream louder than your ambitions. If you doubt, your voice scream louder than your ambitions. This battle is won or lost between your ears, long before it's won or lost in the real world. The greatest enemy you'll ever face stares back at you from the mirror each morning. When obstacles rise like mountains before you, remember, mountains don't care about your feelings. They don't negotiate, they don't make exceptions. They stand, immovable and indifferent to your complaints. You have two choices: turn back or climb. The climbers aren't different from you. They just decided the view from the top would be worth the bleeding hands and burning lungs. Let me tell you what waits on the other side of the grind. Something more valuable than money, more enduring than fame, more powerful than recognition. It's the unshakable knowledge that you can trust yourself. That when life gets hard, and it will get harder than you can imagine, you won't be the first to abandon yourself. That confidence can't be bought. It can't be faked. It's earned in the crucible of voluntary suffering, of choosing the harder path when the easier one was always available. The grind strips away everything that isn't real. It burns away the pretense, the ego, the excuses. What remains is who you truly are. And who you truly are is so much stronger, so much more resilient, so much more capable than you've let yourself believe. Expect loneliness, expect doubt, expect failure. The path to exceptional achievement isn't lined with cheerleaders. Most won't understand why you push so hard. Some will actively discourage you. Many will project their own abandoned dreams and failures onto your journey. Let them. Their opinions were never the point. Their understanding was never required. Their approval was never the goal. You weren't born to be understood. You were born to become the fullest expression of your potential. And that journey is personal, solitary, and sacred. But know this: setbacks aren't roadblocks, they're redirections. Failures aren't endings, they're education. The universe doesn't conspire against you, it simply reveals where you need to grow stronger. Hard work remains undefeated in human history. Talent without work is like a supercar without fuel. Impressive to look at, but ultimately going nowhere. You might not be the most talented. You might not have the head start others enjoyed. You might have a mountain of disadvantages that seem unfair. So what? Hard work is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about your background, your excuses, or your limitations. It rewards those who show up, regardless of circumstance. But patience is required. We live in a world of microwaves and expect our dreams to cook at the same speed. Real transformation works at the pace of a slow cooker, not a microwave. Plant the seeds today. Water them daily with your effort. Trust the process. The garden of your efforts will bloom in its own time, not on your impatient schedule. And while you wait, kill your excuses. They are the comfortable lies that keep you small. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. These aren't reasons, they're surrenders. They're white flags waved before the battle has even begun. Take ownership. The moment you stop blaming circumstances is the moment you start reclaiming your power. The most beautiful truth about the grind is this: it's not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. Every rep, every early morning, every sacrifice is silently reshaping not just your body or your skills, but your character. The real transformation happens within. The external achievements, the body, the business, the skill, these are just reflections of the internal revolution taking place. What legacy will you leave? When the final chapter of your story is written, what will it say? Will it speak of someone who settled for comfortable mediocrity, or someone who dared to suffer for something extraordinary? Your grind isn't just about you. It's about everyone watching you. It's about proving that human potential isn't just a pleasant theory, but a tangible reality that can be seized through relentless effort. Greatness costs. It demands payment in full, up front, with no guarantees. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you relationships with people who want to keep you small. It will cost you late nights and early mornings. It will cost you the luxury of excuses. But the price of not pursuing greatness is far steeper. the quiet desperation of knowing you settled for less than you were capable of becoming. Embrace failure as your teacher, not your judge. Every mistake, every setback, every humiliation carries within it a lesson that success could never teach you. The most successful people on earth aren't those who avoided failure. They're those who failed more often, more spectacularly, and learned more hungrily from each collapse. Don't fear failure. Fear regret. Fear looking back at a life of what-ifs and if-onlys. Fear the slow death of potential unrealized. Your vision must be clear. Vague dreams produce vague efforts. What are you grinding for? See it, feel it, taste it. Make it so real in your mind that you can reach out and touch it. Let that vision pull you forward when motivation fails. Let it drive you when discipline wavers. Let it comfort you when the journey seems too long and too hard. With every small victory, with every milestone reached, your confidence grows, not from empty affirmations, but from the concrete evidence that you are a person who does what they say they'll do. True confidence isn't thinking you're better than others. It's knowing that you've proven yourself trustworthy to yourself. Cut away distractions ruthlessly. In an age designed to fragment your attention and monetize your focus, the ability to concentrate deeply is not just valuable, it's revolutionary. Social media, endless entertainment, the constant ping of notifications, these aren't innocent pastimes. They're thieves, stealing your most precious resource, your attention. What could you build with those thousands of hours given back to your purpose instead of scrolled away? Balance your relationships with your ambitions. The grind doesn't demand isolation. It demands intentionality. The right people will understand your mission. They'll support your vision. They'll respect your boundaries. Find your tribe. Those rare souls who celebrate your discipline rather than try to break it. Those who push you toward greatness rather than pull you toward comfort. But remember, no achievement is worth sacrificing those who truly love you. The grind is a means to a better life, not a replacement for life itself. Celebrate small victories. The journey is long, and if you wait to celebrate until you reach the final destination, the road will break you. Find joy in progress, not just completion. Did you show up when you didn't want to? Celebrate that victory. Did you push for one more rep when your body screamed to stop? Honor that courage. Did you say no to distraction when temptation was high? Acknowledge that strength. Small wins compound into unstoppable momentum. The grind will pay off, not because the universe owes you anything, but because consistent, focused effort is the most reliable force for transformation ever discovered. It will pay off in achievements, yes, but more importantly, it will pay off in who you become. Someone who knows their worth, because they've tested their limits. Someone who stands tall, not from arrogance, but from the quiet confidence of the battle-tested. Someone who has looked fear in the eye and walked toward it anyway. The fire that forges you will be remembered long after the pain has faded. The struggle that shapes you will become the story that inspires others. This is your one life, your one shot. There are no practice rounds, no warm-ups. This is the main event. So grind, suffer, push, fall, rise, repeat. Because one day, you'll look back at the mountain you climbed, at the person you've become, at the legacy you've built, and you'll understand. The grind wasn't the price you paid for something better. The grind was the gift that made you better. Keep going. I promise, with every fiber of my being, the grind will pay off.